Back to school is a stressful time for educators and parents alike. In the hustle and bustle, it can be easy for educators to forget simple strategies for taking care of themselves.
So our next guest is here to help. Jen Rafferty is the CEO of Empowered Educator. She's got some tips for educators to reduce stress and increase wellness during this back to school period. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
It's a really good point. We think about the parents and getting the routine back, but I am seeing some of my teacher friends like kind of posting funny memes or funny quotes of just like, let the chaos begin. Yeah. So what simple strategies do you have where educators can kind of start to reduce the stress?
Well, the first thing is we need to shift the paradigm a little bit. You know, the well-being of a school is dependent on the well-being of the educators in these spaces. So we have this idea that we need to give and give and give, but the truth is the most generous thing we can do for our students is take care of ourselves.
That's a very
huge.
Good point.
So one of the things that we can do really easily is check in with yourself throughout the day. And I know breathing kind of gets a bad rap these days. Breathing is not going to change all of our problems. But when we do take a moment to just connect with ourselves and take that second to take a breath, we regulate our nervous system in a way where we have access to the part of the brain that we need to actually solve the problems and handle all of the challenges.
Right. It's like we're all breathing, but are we being mindful about it?
Yeah. Never.
Right? I know. Tell us about the morning routine. It all starts in the morning, right?
So a morning routine is important. It's great. I always encourage my teachers to take a second before you even get out of your car. So you're in the parking lot. Before you step out of your car and into the building, take a moment, hand to heart, close your eyes for a second. It takes 20 seconds. Take a breath and get into your body. And do that throughout the day. Do it when you have lunchtime. Do it before you leave the parking lot on your way back home so you have a disconnect between what happens during the day and what happens at home. And then do it again before you go to bed because our minds are constantly at work. You know, it's the end of summer, we're getting back to school. You're seeing the memes all around. Here's the chaos.
Yeah.
The more that we perpetuate these ideas, the more we're actually going to make this a reality for ourselves. So let's change the story.
Yeah, I like that. We have the power to do that. And you know, going out of summer into school, you're having to find that balance again, that work-life balance. How do you kind of start to ease into that?
Love that question too, because I actually don't even like using the phrase work-life balance. To me, that's super stressful. The idea of balancing everything in and of itself makes me feel like I'm under pressure. So I change it a little bit to think about work-life blend. How can we blend the way that we interact with our home life and our family and our needs with what needs to be done at work and with the kids that we serve and all of their needs as well. Sometimes that's going to take more of our attention. Sometimes home's going to take more of our attention. And we think about blend, it gives us a little more fluidity and permission to do one or the I
like that. I'm going to start
I
saying
feel a little calmer now just with that
Good.
word. I do. I'm like, okay, I can see like the fluidity of it.
Yeah, I like that too. And you know, educators are supporting our children day in and day out. How can families and children and parents support the educators with, you know, gratitude, appreciation?
Gratitude and appreciation is always important, and actually calling them up, shooting them an email saying, hey, thank you is always appreciated. I will tell you, teachers don't need another mug. what they
Take
need,
note.
They don't need another mug. What they need is actual conversation, curiosity as to what's going on. So often parents become very activated and judgmental when there's a problem, what needs to be and what should be done, what shouldn't be done. When we approach these moments with curiosity and asking questions, it creates a common ground for everyone to realize we're all doing the same thing here. We all want our students to thrive, and we all need to be on the same team. So asking lots of questions, what do you need? How can I help? How can I support you? How can we do this together is always going to be a way that teachers can receive that support that they really need.
Our teachers are amazing and they do deserve that support. Jen, thank you. Such great things for even just us as parents and people to take into our lives. So we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can learn more from Jen on social media or at her website, empowerededucator.com.